Good morning, guys. It is a good morning, guys. I'm just on here saying good morning, wishing everyone a good day. God is good. Yeah, just hanging out. Anyway, there's no denying I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. There's no denying I'm ready for this. Darling, hold my hand. Something about $50 per person could save you $200 off on a family of 4. Welcome, chat. Ooh. Hi, good morning. How's it going? It's a good morning. Go check out my last video. I just got woken up by the AC guy. I thought I was the only one home, and I hear his man's voice, and he's like, "Hello, hello," and I'm prepared to get killed. So I was like, I'm either gonna get killed in my bed, or I'm gonna go, hey, or I'm gonna go get killed in the hallway. So I go kind of crack my door, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm the AC guy," and he explained it. And I'm like, I have anxiety. I just turn around and go back into my room. Like, I'm 25. But like, no, PTSD really does do it to you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, good morning. How are you guys? Oh, I'm trying to keep it lighthearted today because if you guys were watching the news and you guys saw it happen in Russia yesterday, there's a major earthquake, 8.8, tsunami warnings all around the Pacific. So praying for those people. Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? That's so crazy. An 8.8. They said that one was the worst one since 2011. You know, okay, I'm kind of an earthquake nerd. I've been watching them for like years, and it's so crazy how big they're getting. Anyway, when I went to school, I got my degree in public relations, but I always wanted to be a weatherman. So I had this bit on YouTube, on Snapchat. It was called Weatherman Court. So whenever it was raining, I would go out and just show that it was raining. Like this is Weatherman Court. All right, guys. It's a little nice outside. We got a big sun, no cloud. If you have a bald head like me, you're going to want to cover it because that is definitely going to get burnt, especially if you got the seborrheic dermatitis. That one is definitely going to be bad. So what you're going to do is go into the shade. But if there is no clouds, what you can do is turn on a sprinkler, run through it, and eventually 8 hours from now, you won't have that problem. Thank you for watching Weatherman Court. Like something dumb like that. Like that's the stuff I was doing on Snapchat. And I kind of want to bring that back, but I'm just not as creative as I used to be as a kid. But yeah, let me know if you want me to bring that back because it's funnier when it's like raining and thundering and I go outside in the rain and like, you know, you just dead eye someone like, I love doing it because they don't know what to do. People don't know what to do when you dead eye them. That's the life lesson. If you don't know how to interact with someone, and I think it's a Gen Z stare, but maybe it is. Is this a Gen Z stare where you literally just dead eye them? I was at the bank and this was right after I'd lost a lot of weight. And the lady looks at my picture, she looks at me and I'll tell you why I'm bald in a second. She looked at me and she kind of did some things to like confirm and everything. And then she goes, "You look a lot different from the picture we have in here." I put 2 and 2 together. This is before I lost my hair. And I told her, I was like, "Yeah, I got sick." And, or she was like, "How'd you lose a lot of weight?" And I just dead-eyed her. I was like, "I got sick." Because first of all, but third of all, that's a really funny way of doing it. So I lost my hair because I have PTSD and I also have long COVID. About a year ago, I had another really traumatic event, and my body just gave out. And with long COVID and everything, it wasn't a thing. So in October, I got telogen effluvium, and all my hair fell out. But at the same time, what I didn't know was dormant was seborrheic dermatitis, and which is just a scalp condition that's like, if you see the dots here, like that's what it is. And well, that's not what it's not dots on your head. But anyway, so yeah, I got sebderm, so it hurts, but I kind of like having a bald head. Like it actually, like I feel like it's weird because I used to love my long hair. I used to like a low bun or something and little wispies on the side. Yeah, it was really fun. Also, random, but I learned, so I've been taking Epsom salt baths at night, and literally I'll dunk my head and I will shave it like that, and it feels so good. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you. God bless you. Like, you should donate your hair. Oh my gosh, you really should, because like you never know, and it's such a kind thing. I don't think you even need to donate a lot. I think it's just a few inches that you need. So anyway, who said no, it's not a good morning? I hope you have a better morning. I hope you have a better morning. If you need something to lighten you up, you let me know what embarrassing thing I can do to make you happy. 35%. I'm going to end this poll pretty soon. That's it. Tails, I love you. All right, did I not get to any of these? Guys, I love you all. May I ask why you're bald? Yeah, that's why. Actually, so my hair can grow back. It grows back really fast. Like within a week, my whole head, I look like a chia pet. They need to make a chia pet like me. But like within a week, it's like, I don't know if you saw me, like all right. I have ADHD. If you watch my videos of feedback, you'll see that I have 36%. Guys, I want you to start answering, yes, it is a good morning. All right, you got this. We should, yeah, go back on my videos and go look at my hair, because I just shaved this 2 days ago. I think, yeah, I shaved it on Monday. Guys, I'm getting baptized on Sunday. They're gonna dunk me. They're gonna do, oh, boop, doop. You ever play that game in the water where it's like you have to guess the right word and they dunk you? That's what it's gonna be. I'm debating if I should go bald or if I should put a swimming cap on. Yes, green VR. You can definitely put an edit on my forehead. If you want me to make a certain face, you just let me know. Let me know what you need. Oh, Israel, I drink it in matcha. So I switched over to matcha in the morning. Why not show you? But I switched over to matcha in the morning, and I literally just Keurig hot water. I dump in a little of the powder. I put in a scoop of honey. I dump in some oat milk, and then I mix it up for literally about 20 minutes, and then remember that I have to drink it. And then when it gets all kind of cold and I'm over it, that's when I start to drink it. And then I drink it too fast, and then my stomach hurts. So that's what it's matcha. Cowabunga 007. Yes, I actually got a letter in the mail, a handwritten letter, stating that it would be advised that I shave my head. And of course, with who it was from, I couldn't say no, because, you know. So that's the backstory, and he caught me. So Cowabunga 007 knows truth. Wait, there's a kidnapping? No. Why do I make my stomach hurt, baby bra? Because I don't think before I do things. All right. Okay, for real though, what religion are you? Oh, so baptism. I'm a Christian, so I'm non-denominational. I'm just from the scripture. I just love Jesus. Mostly because I know how crazy I am, and I know what he saved me from, and the fact that I can go from such a crazy little mindset to be like, yeah, God, you're right. Maybe I should calm down a little bit, or just like humble me. Like, I'm gonna straight up tell you guys, losing my hair was completely the work of God, because he is humbling me through it. And I did get a warning before I lost my hair. Not like a warning to stop doing something, but that a warning that things in my life were going to change. So then when I did start to lose my hair, it wasn't scary, but now I look back and I'm like, yeah, thanks God. Thanks. But it's good, because now that I'm bald, like, I get to learn and be so much more, and I'm so much less egocentrical. Like, I can so much more be myself and breaking my neck was the best thing that happened to me. Losing my hair was one of the best things that happened to me. Going to the psych ward was one of the best things that happened to me. Yo, that place was so fun. It was so fun. Good food. They had good food there. Hi from Paris. It was a joke, sweetheart. You know, we are so serious on this account. There's no jokes. We are so serious. Honestly, I have a hard time telling when I'm even sarcastic or not, but just know I am pretty much always sarcastic, unless if my voice is in a lower pitch like this, it's pretty much, this is like my sarcasm voice. But I think when I'm like more, like you can kind of see when I'm more like thinking and like actually serious, it's more like, I feel like I'm like looking up here, like I feel more up here, but when I'm sarcastic, I feel more in here. Does anyone get that? Or is it just me? What's up? Akash, hashtag justice. Let's get justice. You put sugar in green tea. Actually, I put honey. I do a scoop of honey in it, which is really good. Okay, so can we get back to this? Well, maybe we shouldn't get back to the kidnapping. Can we? Yes. Yes, baby bra. You are allowed to do that if you want. That's so funny. Wait, we're going to Paris? Guys, Jojo said we're going to Paris. Pack your bags. Jojo, how long are we staying? Jojo? Jojo, how long are we coming? I want to go for a week and a half. Actually, funny you say Paris, because so my last name is Angers. I'm French, and I want to go back to France so bad. Why? Oh, look at that! Our poll is getting better. Yes, it is 78%. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. No, it's not 22%. I like that. I mean, I don't like that it's not a good morning, but I like that the numbers are decreasing. You know what I mean? All right. This is why I was in the ward. This is exactly why. No, just kidding. This isn't why. The reason why was because I PTSD and my body freaks the fuck out. And at one point in time, I was like, that's it. You know, when. Let me say this: if you know, you know. If you picking up what I'm putting down with a little silly energy right here, if you know, you know. So, can I eat an entire baguette? Not in one bite, but definitely. Why are we limiting ourselves to one? Let's start with 3. 3 entire baguettes? That's not a bad idea. Now you have me thinking. Listen, I got a few things to do today. I go back to the hospital today to go to my group so they can tell me, all the things that I should be doing to, be normal. And then after that, maybe I'll go get the 3 baguettes and see how quickly I can eat them. I saw a challenge on the internet. I saw a challenge on the internet the other day. If you haven't been here before, I need to make you aware. I have brain trauma and it's hard for me to talk. So I saw a video and it's people trying to like bite and eat watermelon as quickly as they can, and I really want to do it because I think it would be really funny. And then also guys, I've been really meaning to do this one, but someone had requested a few months ago for me to go 25 miles per hour over a speed bump, and it took me a few months to build up the confidence to do it, but I think I'm ready, and I think I found the perfect location. And it's just like you gotta go for your dreams. Like you have to go for your goals. Like if you don't put that first foot forward, how are you ever going to be better? Like my goal in life is to go 30 miles per hour over a speed limit, like a speed bump. Why not start at 25? You know what I mean? Like this guy was so inspirational. Like why not start at 25? Why not? So I'm hoping I can do that today. I'm hoping I can achieve my dreams. What are you guys up to? Lord have mercy on all of us. Watermelon can kill you. Absolutely, if it falls on your head. Oh, hey, Frank. Thank you. I'm laughing that you said it's a hairstyle because I'm like, I love my hair. Guys, you know what's so embarrassing is, okay, so I was hanging out with some friends the other day, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. There was a cutie boy there, and I caught myself a few times going like this. Are you kidding me? So then I have to pretend I'm like, it is when something like that becomes muscle memory. A, B, I have nothing else to say on that. C, emphasis on the feeling. Like, what? but like I can't stop the habit. So now I want to like hair flip. You know what I mean? Anyway, I will go to Target now. Let's do it. Hello. Tortilla 1775. So you knew about the reset. Will, shout out my friend Tess Tikulis. Happy birthday, Tess. We're all gonna sing happy birthday to Tess. Okay, ready? Happy birthday to Tess. Happy birthday to Tess. Happy birthday, dear Tess Tikulis. Happy birthday to you. Woo! I wish I had a lava cake. Like, I should go get some candles. Oh my lord. Smart start. All my hair fell out. E, yes, who is your friend? I can shout her out. Guys, I really want a testicle. So my name starts with letter C. Okay. Okay. All my siblings and I our initials are all CJA. I had an accent. Yeah, you did get me E. That was really good, and I'm gonna use that. But listen to this. When we were younger, we used to make jokes like that all the time. And my brother had a username nickname that was CMEN, Seaman. So sometimes I use that too because it's so funny. I love you, Just Diva. Oh, geez, guys. Testicles, yeah. You look like Michael Jordan. Who do I look? Do I look like do I look like Thumb Thumb? Anyway, I should probably start drinking this matcha because it's been like 20 minutes. This is what happens. I make it, I mix it, I don't drink it, and then I chug it, and then my stomach hurts, and then I wonder why. Man, that's the one thing my ex is right about. Listen, he is a fucking idiot. But he would tell me not to chug my coffee because it would always hurt my stomach, and I'd look at him in the eye and chug it because that's what I do. I know it hurts my stomach, but I'm going to do it. Wow. You almost got me with that one, okay? But I know you're a friend, loose asshole. And she doesn't look like that. Yes, yeah, I don't have cancer. I have telogen effluvium and I have seborrheic dermatitis. So it's different. When I shave it, it's kind of, yeah. Anyway, should I make a video? Maybe I should just make a video on it because let's turn to God Shepherd's channel. YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless. Yes! Let's talk about Jesus. Absolutely, guys. Hop off here and go listen to scripture. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes! Guys, God bless everyone. God bless Texas. I'm in Connecticut. God bless Connecticut. God bless Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Rhode Island, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, north, south, east, west. But like for real, guys, did that song ever get stuck in your head? All right, we got one message held for review. I'm from Texas. I hate Trump. Okay, this is not a political page, guys. If you have strong feelings, I encourage you to tell that person directly you have their strong feelings. This is a page of pure bullshit satire, okay? This is a page that we safe little people where we could just be random little bots and whatever. And also, we love Jesus on this account. Thank you. I think I will keep the hairstyle. It's a good length on me. Just okay, J-Bo, that's not appropriate unless we're talking about painting. And if we are talking painting, I actually use oil paints. All right, sorry, I'm a little sassy. I can actually get really sassy. You want to know? One of my best friends in college, I hated her at first, and then we became best friends. But this is kind of how we became best friends. We were in a group, and like we were okay. So I was a college cheerleader. All my friends are on the cheer team. Not all of them, but like So I was talking to her, and I was like, "You remind me so much of my sister." And I was like, "You guys have so much in common." And if anyone has a sister, they know it's kind of shit. Um, I love my sister. I love this girl. Okay, so back in the day, I'm like, you remind me so much of my sister. Not even 30 seconds, like after I finished saying that, walked directly over to another group of friends and started talking about how much I hate my sister and how much of a terror she was. Like, not like sisterly hate, like, oh, like my sister took my, like this and that. I love my sister. I love my sister to death. Saying that was not at my sister. It was like, anyway, I can be a little, so call me out, guys. All right. Really shouldn't be exposing my my evil side on here. But, we're all people. We're all sinful. That's one of my mistakes. I can be a little bit sassy sometimes. That's something I fall into. What do you think of Lord Marduk? I'm going to be honest. I know the name, but it's not drawing anything to my head right now. I know that I've looked into that before, but I don't. For some reason, my head is completely blank. So if you can give me some background, Jabbo, your mom could. Are you guys having conversations with each other in here? I love that. Oh, hey. No, she's not. We look very different. No, just kidding. We actually look very similar, but not really. She has like, I have the round head. Okay, so I have like the like, I want to call them like the little pudgy, fluffy little like features. Like I had, all my stuff is like round and like squishy. Like I was a fat baby. I had no neck. I was just rolls. I gotta show you guys a picture of like, I was literally like this. And and my sister has like a skinny little head, and she's like very like up this way, and I'm more like circly, and like I just call myself squishy. And her hair is blonde. It's always been blonde. My hair is brown. It's always been brown. Both her eyes are blue. I have a lot of freckles. She has like minimal freckles. Like I have freckles all over my arms and my legs and my face. And she has like a few. My brother doesn't have any. You guys, my father is half French and half Lithuanian. My father's father was from France. My father's mother is from Lithuania. My mother says that she is 100% Irish and some other things. Isn't that awesome? So I'm a quarter French, a quarter Lithuanian, half Irish, and some other things. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know. Have you ever taken one of those DNA testings? I heard that they just like collect your data, which, duh, but like, I guess you actually like, find out who you're related to. My sister did it, and yeah, we found some interesting ties with our family. I don't know. Oh my God, it's so hot. Guys, it's so hot. Where are you guys coming from? I'm in Connecticut. It's like 90 degrees. Literally so hot. Oh, all right. How are we doing with this poll here? We got 77%. It's a good day. We got 23%. No, it's not. For the 23% of you guys, it's funny. You say you think I have German roots. I've actually really felt that. I feel like Irish-wise, I take after my grandfather. My grandfather was a spy, and we didn't know this until after he passed, but I can definitely tell a lot of my natural like mannerisms and things about me are 110% like I feel like coming from him, but he was a spy right before having my mother. So I kind of feel like it got passed to her, which got passed to me, like that kind of like, like I wish I could speak. It is, what's the study? Oh no. Anyway, oh, nature versus nurture debate. So on the nature side, I think I got his like, spy things. Nurture side. So biologically, I'm way more like my taste and preferences on stuff is French, is hard French. I do feel I have a lot of Lithuanian in me as well. And as for Irish, I think my Irish comes out when I get a little mad or when I get a little like, no, it's happening right now. But no, I'm not a cancer surviving patient. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I had it was like a literal nervous system collapse in the fall through the winter, and I broke out with telogen effluvium, so all my hair fell out, and then it awoke a dormant seborrheic dermatitis. So I got all the bumps on my head, and it's kind of like, just it's just like dandruff type thing. It's just uncomfortable, and it sucks because I used to love my hair. But yeah, I should definitely make a video on it soon because yeah, I don't know. I just have been starting to talk about it. Stop, SCP-096. No, I don't. The shy guy. Actually, you guys are kind of scaring me. Don't say that because I have something in the back of my head that's like a little bump that I have to get checked out, and cancer does run in my family, so we're not going to joke about that. And also, cancer is a very serious thing, so we're not going to joke about that. Not to see, this is when I become a mom, when I'm heavy about this shit. But then you see me literally 2 minutes, if anyone rewinds, I was literally just making jokes. Like, this is the problem here, and this is why I'm going to the silly place. Thank you, Brian. Seriously, guys, call me out if I say anything, like, unhinged. Oh, Jason, thank you. But, I think that you meant to say that to yourself. Hi, average, fantastically happy red. Are you guys making new accounts with these name hopping on here? Because you know what? I gotta save that account. We got Lou Ashhole. I gotta tell you guys a story. I went to Athol, Massachusetts on accident. Listen, we were driving up from Rhode Island to I don't even remember. I think we were going up to UMass when I was cheerleading. Yeah, I was a college cheerleader at University of Rhode Island, and we used to have to like travel all the time for different like camps and things like that, and tournaments and gameplay and all that. And one time we traveled up to UMass, and we are going there in like the middle of the night, like middle of the summer, and there's 4 of us in the car, and the 4 of us all have anxiety. Like the 4 of us are the schizograms of the team, and our coaches gave us journals saying, because some of you guys are head cases and you got to write down your feelings so that they could see what we were thinking during practice. Anyway, that's how I got kicked off the team. Anyway, so we are going through Athol, Massachusetts, and we're driving. We take a wrong turn, so that takes us through Athol. First of all, Athol has absolutely no service. Second of all, the map tells us to take a left-hand turn off a main road. And as soon as, like, we can't see like, whatever, so take the turn. We get off the main road. Apparently it had just snowed, which it wasn't snowing anywhere else. Apparently it just snowed in this area. And we are driving through dirt roads with trees down. It is pitch black. We're literally in the middle of the fucking woods. And I'm in the back stone. Like, I got my dab pen. I'm just like, if we're dying, I'm happy. And the girl driving is going fucking 40 miles per hour, whipping it around. There's someone else on the side, like, laughing about it all. And I'm like, this is life. Yeah, so we got stuck up at Athol, Mass. And we ended up taking, like, a whatever point turn. Then we finally ran into people at a spot that we had passed, like, 4 times. We ran into people, and they gave us the directions out. Once we got out, right, we look back on the map. Guess what shape we drew? In Athol, Mass. In a scary spot with no service. We literally drew a fucking, like, satanic star. Like, it was so scary because in that experience afterwards, we looked back and we were like, holy shit, like, we were in some type of crazy simulation in that, like, we were scared for our lives. And looking back and seeing the pattern that our car had made, a little, like, one of those, like, little gross little stars. Oh my God, so scary. So scary. Thank God I was stoned. Guys, want to know how I got kicked off the cheer team? I got kicked off the cheerleading team, University of Rhode Island. I broke my neck. And then I got my skills back, got back on the team. Then had a hard time because PTSD set in. And so I started to like kind of back away from everything, whatever. So I told the coaches, I'm like, I'm too scared. I'm like, I broke my neck because someone fell on my head and it cracked down. Then a few months later, when I'm comfortable and I'm back in it and coach puts me in a position I don't feel comfortable in, she puts me in pyramids, which, like, why the fuck am I pyramids when it's 3 levels up? And then the top girl literally ends up falling on my head again. And I think that's what split me. And so anyway, I become a manager. And then one day I'm having a really good day and I go, it's like a women's game that day, so I'm having a really good day, and like I go down to the women's game and I watch for a little bit and I'm talking to like the coach, the marketing, and then like I go back to practice and everything's normal, and then coach calls me up at the end of practice and she's like, She's like, we think you're high. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, I'm actually having a really good day. She's like, well, your eyes are really glossy. I'm like, I have blue eyes. She's like, your pupils are big. I'm like, it's 11 p.m. at night, and we're sitting at the top of the bleachers, and it's like, there's no light here. I'm like, sorry, your eyes are brown. My eyes are blue. We have different lives. So then she was like, well, if I gave you a drug test, like, would you pass it? And I try to be smart about things. And I was going to say yes or no. I was just kind of like, how far back would that be? And she goes, 7 days. And I was like, oh, no, I wouldn't pass that. And she goes, you haven't smoked in 7 days? I'm like, I broke my damn neck. And I have PTSD, meaning I had flashbacks, I was having night terrors, out-of-box experiences. You think I'm not going to smoke a little weed? I fully believe God is okay with weed as long as you use it for the right reasons and you're not relying on it, which I do struggle with sometimes. But I'm going to say it is really helpful medicinally. Like, there are definitely times where I feel like Lord is literally telling me it's okay. And I've asked him before. And I feel like for me personally, that's okay. Everyone works with stuff differently, right? Like for me, food is something that I can easily get caught into. I can easily get caught into that. Clothes, I can easily get wrapped into the sinfulness of clothes. For other people, that might not be a problem. That might not be a problem. Everyone's different. And I don't know what tangent I'm going on right now, but I just see Skill Shaver. Do you use a razor or a Skill Shaver? I use a straight razor, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new to this, so I don't even have, when I got my razor, so I have one of those razor things where like, it's the reusable handle, but you do like the disposable tops that you click on. And I actually got the disposable tops again, but I got the wrong brand, so I did for my razor. So I literally just have the little top thing, and I literally use that little thing, and I just go back. And it works perfectly fine, to be honest. I feel more comfortable with that because like when I go, but I literally just go like shave, and then I don't know if anyone else does like that. So when I do my scalp, it's like the same thing. So I just feel more comfortable like that. But if anyone knows how to actually like shave your scalp or anything like that, let me know, because up until February, I've been focusing on hair growth, like adding a lot of moisture to the scalp, really moving, exfoliating it. Now I'm learning that I have to be really careful with like the oils and everything, and because I guess like it gets like acidity. It's the weirdest thing. I had no idea how bad seborrheic dermatitis was until now. Like I never realized. I literally just thought it was just like dandruff. I didn't know it was like physically uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you guys all my life problems unless you want to hear it. I have therapy today anyway, so I'm going to save some stuff for them. What should we talk about? Oh geez, getting stoned is good. I agree, Nicole. In a good way, yeah. Like I'll get stoned to a lot of the content I create. I am stoned during. Why? Because it is so much more fun. Also, I feel like, because I have really bad ADHD, if you can't tell, I also feel like it helps me tune out, like, the things I'm not supposed to be thinking of. Oh, essential oils. You know what? I think it's like it's like earth something or whatever. I'll have to show you guys a picture of it. But it's a foot lotion, and it has tea tree in it, and it's like a repair foot lotion from like Earth Essential, Earth Basic, like Earth something, Earth Therapy, Earth Therapy, something like that. And it's their foot cream, and they also have like an oil spray. Guys, I use that on my scalp because it is one of the few things that actually works, and it feels so good. So yeah, the tea tree, that's a good one. I gotta try tea tree. Do you have cats at home? No, I have a funny cat story for you guys. We used to have a cat named Misty, and Misty was a very nice cat. Misty was with us for a few months, and then one night my brother started to have an allergic reaction where he couldn't, okay, this is not a funny story. He couldn't breathe, and they put him in the shower to help him, and that made it worse. And then he went outside to kind of help him, and that made it worse. And I was asleep on the couch, mind you, while I'm explaining stuff that, I'm already asleep on the couch. Then my brother's having his whole allergic thing, right? My parents' friends are over. So they call an ambulance for my brother. My brother gets taken to the hospital. I wake up, and it's just like, it's my parents' best friend who's also my soccer coach. And I see him, and I'm like, where is everyone? And he's like, they're all at the hospital. And he's a joking guy, so I'm thinking he's kidding. So I'm like, no, really, like, where are my parents? And he told me, he was like, no, Connor like had a serious allergic reaction. Like, I was asleep on the couch while ambulance and fire were all through my house helping my brother. I was knocked out on the couch. And yeah, then we had to give away my cat. I was really sad. I'm glad my brother's okay though. I really wonder, you know what? I know my family would never watch my social medias unless they're showing someone else about that. Like, that's just my family. I'm the black sheep. Um, but if my sister brother saw it, they'd be like, "We love you so much." Does anyone have? Okay, I'm not gonna talk about my family. Do you guys want to hear about my family problems? My last name is spelled Angers. It's I want to change my last name. So my name is Courtney Janet Angers, but it looks like Courtney Janet Angers. It's funny because Angers just literally runs in my family. But I want to change my name to Courtney Janet Joy. I think that would be really fun. How many coasts have you ate today? Only as many as I could fit in my mouth at one time. Okay, a lot of people are calling me that, like Shania O'Connor. I was walking from, I went to the Wadsworth Anthony, like the art gallery, so beautiful. I love art. And I was walking out, going back to my car, and someone pulled me aside, and they told me that. It was the first time I heard it. And it's so funny, because yes, I think she's an Irish singer too, which makes sense. But I think she's so beautiful, so that makes me happy. Thank you guys. Yes, Tom Arto. Let's go, Tom Arto. Shout out Tom Arto. Red heart, pink heart stars, pink heart stars. Oh my gosh. Do you need a mod? Honestly, I might need a mod. Apply for mod. I don't know how this stuff works. Guys, I've literally been on YouTube for like, well, I wanted to jump on YouTube when I could try to do a back tuck. I actually taught myself, I'm tucking in my shirt as if I'm gonna go get up and do a back tuck. Message me actually if you really want to be. Can I make you a mod right now? All right, let me see how I can do this. Help me. Oh. Did we do it? Yes. Thanks, E. I appreciate you. Life is good, guys. Life is good when you have friends helping you out. Oh shit. There's stuff everywhere. Now I want to clean. Okay, we're gonna go clean that. I have a problem with like cleaning things. I have not been officially diagnosed with ADHD, but I would not be shocked because every time that I drive on the road, I have to like click my teeth to the things that I pass by, and things have to be in a certain order. And if it's not like, and people have asked me before, they're like, "Are you autistic?" And I've wondered about that, but I'm like, no. I'm like, these are things that if it's some things are trauma related, and other things are like, it's not like stimming, it's more of like, this has to be this way. And like when if you guys were here and you heard about the nice man who came in and just tried to update us about the AC, and I looked at him like, who are you? I was so sure that he had knocked on, this is before I even met him. I was 100% fully convinced and sure, without any background information, that this man had knocked on my door. I didn't answer, and so he walked into my house. Why? Because that has happened to me before. So now I get freaked the fuck out about that stuff. I don't know where the story was going, but thank you guys for listening to that. Yes, love you, E. Hey, Gabriella. Gabriella, your name is so familiar. Have you been on here before? Do I know you? I feel like I know you. I don't have a spanner. Yay. Yeah, I got. Oh, cleaning up. Was I talking about cleaning up? Anyway, yeah, so I think I got some OCD in me. Man. Yeah, I have to click when I drive, and I try really hard not to do it, but like I have to click my teeth to things, and I like to do stuff like on the hour, every hour. Yeah. So many, you guys listen to a lot of my problems. Oh, thank you. It's my parents' house. Honestly, it's kind of dirty. Thank you. Thank you, Ferdy. I think you look cute. Man, you guys are such cutie pies. All right, hold on. I gotta take a chug break. I'm 25. My birthday is October 8th, 1999, which I think is really cool because the number 108 is such a special number to me. And 99 is cool because, like, you know, right before 2000. And God, why do you guys joke me? No, but I'm a Libra and I'm an air sign. And I really feel like, although I'm not gonna look at astrology like, oh, life is the way it is because of astrology. I can say, oh, life makes sense because things are kind of laying up like astrology explains them. I almost see like life makes sense because, and not like astrology is happening. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Yeah, you right, E. Yeah. The only thing I won't tell you guys is my address. Honestly, though, that is actually kind of why I made this channel, though, is to be so open about stuff. Like, granted, I want to be careful about what I say because things can totally get taken out of context, and I might intend one thing and it might come out differently. So, of course, I have to be really careful. Yeah. But I think a good part of this journey too is being so transparent about what I'm going through and what other people are going through, and like hearing out maybe things that people are going through in real life, like interpersonal struggles, and then talking about like how I gotten through those. Like let me tell you guys, I got bullied in high school. I had a lot of friends, but I also got bullied just because, I'm not gonna lie to you, people just looked at me and they were like, yeah, you're a whore. Why? Because I was a girl. And I was friends with a lot of guys, mostly because girls had drama. So of course, I was one of those girls that they were like, you know, if you're a girl who have all the guy friends and no girlfriends, you know how it be. So I kind of had a harder time in high school, and I transferred, and I I just want to let you guys know, like, people opinions and words of you really are not the truth, and the value that it holds is only the value you give it. So if you are, if it really depends on how you see yourself, because people can make up stuff out of thin air about you, right? But it's about how you walk and hold yourself. Like I am around people that they will, you know, kind of explain, or E, you're the only mod here. Um I I was in a lot of different like groups in high school. Like I was on a lot of sports teams. And then I did cheerleading outside of high school too. So I was a competitive cheerleader there, and I was part of a lot of like groups and stuff in high school, like magazines, and just like student boards and mentorships and stuff like that. Like a lot of like leadership things, which was really fun. So I got to like meet a lot of people. But a lot of people that I met in high school also were straight up with me, and they were like, Core, you cannot do that. I remember the best advice I ever got in high school. In high school, I was not, I was a nice kid, but I was off the walls, and I had no filter. Why? Because I've been living in survival mode and I was playing around, and I just don't care sometimes. I just don't care. And I should. But yeah, in high school I was a little like, so actually this is not even about this, I didn't even do anything for it. In high school, in my second high school, I got shit on because I dated this boy who had recently broken up with a girl that looked just like me. And she was a gymnast and I was a cheerleader. That's the tea. That's the tea. So they would talk shit about me from literally sitting behind me out loud. They talk shit about me when I didn't even know these girls. This is like when I first joined the school, and I just straight ignored them. And Alex, if you are mean on here, you are going to get, I learned that I could put people in timeout. Alex, I got sick. E, I'm trusting you here. Thanks, man. Because I'm just rambling. Guys, E is the mod. I'm just rambling here. So E, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, in high school. And the best advice anyone ever told me, I was like, so many people are talking bad about me. I was like, I don't really do anything. And then I was like, and it happened to me in the school before, because literally just it's just a problem I have in life, is that I hate saying it like this, but I almost wonder like if people just get like, not like offended, but kind of like butthurt because I just stick to my own, but I also have no problem like calling shit out, and I'm very like true to my like authentic. So I don't know if that bothers people. Sometimes it does. But the best advice I ever got from someone was, they're like, just lay low. Just lay low. And that made me realize, like, if I'm doing my life, but I'm putting it in other people's faces, they're going to say things because it is objectively interfering with their lives. But if I lay low and do my stuff, then objectively they are observing my life. It's really weird to explain that kind of stuff. I wanted to get a degree in philosophy, but I don't think that was even an option. So, what a tangent we got off on today. Who's being mean to me? Alex, what are you saying about me? Am I getting bullied? Am I getting bullied on my own channel? Guys, are we all shitting on Alex? Guys, don't make me think Alex is being mean if he's not. Oh, he's not. Okay, cool. I can barely read this because I got my poll up here. I also am not gonna lie to you guys. Lights are on, no one's home. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Anyway. I think, okay, Gen Alpha, I love you guys because you guys are so real with it. Boomers, my parents are boomers. Millennials, I feel you. Gen Z, let's go. Gen X. No, Gen X is older. So it's Gen X and millennials. Then it's Gen Z. Then it's Gen A? I don't know. I like you younger kids because, all right, I'm 25. So anyone who right now is in like high school, maybe early college, I like you guys because you guys, first of all, you articulate yourselves. They say that you guys have a short attention span. No, you guys just actually pay attention to the things that actually matter. I don't think you guys are sitting here, like, you're swiping quickly. I used to sit on YouTube and watch this llama, Carl, for like 5 minutes. We used to watch Happy Treehouse Friends. Like, we used to sit down and watch brain rot for long periods of time. At least you guys are just like being like, no. And you guys are engaging in so many different things. I'm curious how that's going to work out for you guys. Because for me, like, I learned in my brain, I can't be distracted. Like, I have to either be fixated on something or I have to be like kind of multitasking. But like, there's such a weird vibe that all of the TV shows gave us growing up. I don't know. So much easier thought than said. Hey, Peyton. Hi, Peyton. Peyton, welcome back. All right. Candy Mountain. What's Candy Mountain? I want to go on Candy Mountain. Do I? Happy Tree Friends. I have the song stuck in my head now. It was so crazy. Guys, if you've never watched Happy Tree Friends, go at your own discretion. If you've never watched Happy Tree Friends, make sure you sit down with your mom first and tell her that this is what your teacher told you to watch. All right, let me give you guys some things that will... Go watch Happy Tree Friends. Go watch The Amanda Show if you haven't. Go watch... oh my gosh, I remember growing up watching Lilo and Stitch, the cartoon. It just, like, that was so nostalgic to me. One of my youngest memories of baby was watching 9/11. I don't know why Lilo and Stitch reminded me of that, but, like, it was around the same time. I remember being in the living room with the TV on, because I have a few memories that I'm like, yup. And I always remember that one, and then, you know, growing up, put things together. But I remember seeing it. I remember when the second plane hit the tower, and my mom goes, oh my God. And that's when she freaked out. She was on the phone. That's when she freaked out. She turned around, she walked out of the room, and she was on the phone with someone. And I remember that moment so clearly. And it was one of my very first memories. I was very young. I think I had to be only 2. Yeah. What a crazy day. And then I remember my sister being born, and I wanted to put on a performance for my mom who was in like the hospital bed. So what I did is, like, you know how like it was so nice. They had a whole stage set up with a curtain and everything. So I went behind the curtain to get ready for my performance. Little did I know the person on the other side was delivering. And then I got escorted back, and it was just so embarrassing. But like, I just wanted to give my mom a performance. Like, I just wanted to give her, I wanted to make her happy. And there's this other baby. Yeah, and turns out then that baby and my sister were friends growing up. So everything works out, you know? Everything happens for a reason. Oh my gosh. I'm silly Willy. What else we got in here? What, bro? Charlie the Unicorn. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but it's on YouTube. Definitely find on YouTube. Don't leave the live though. Watch it after the live. I don't have cancer. I have my nervous system shut down. Guys, I shouldn't joke about this, but to Colin XP, I shouldn't joke about this, but I do say, I'm like, my body's just literally shutting down, because it is, and I don't have like one diagnosis. It basically is just, my body is really worn out. So yeah, if you look at my labs and the test, when testing comes back, my MRI screening, my blood testing, came back, I look like a 6-year-old. I'm 25. Isn't that crazy? I wonder if it's from the COVID vaccine, because before that, my health was so good. And then I got the Johnson & Johnson. And yes, that night I woke up, seizures, spasming legs, and all that. Then I got COVID and got sick. And the only I knew I had COVID the second I got it, because the sickness felt different from anything else. And I remember the only symptom I really had was that my legs hurt so bad I could not walk. I thought my legs were broken when I had COVID. They weren't even inflamed, but that was the only symptom I had. It's strange, because when I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, I woke up in the middle of the night with like leg spasms and like having seizures. So that was a really weird coincidence. Now I'm learning that, listen, I've been an athlete my whole life. I am a strong person. I can lift humans on my own. I have lifted humans on my own many times. I can run far distances, whatever. I can't anymore. And not because I'm getting old. Like, it feels like my muscles are not like either repairing itself or working properly. Like my legs get tired and my heart gets tired. I don't know. I just think it's crazy how that's happened since getting the vaccine. Granted, I did stop working out, so it could be it. But anyway. Stitch fan, Jesus is coming back, and Jesus is always with us. There's no bye-bye Jesus. If you want to bye-bye Jesus, I am going to bye-bye you from the chat. Sorry, guys, but that is the very one thing I'm going to be very, very protective about, because at the end of the day, that is a conversation I am always going to stand on, and this is my channel. Yeah, I don't have many rules on here. You guys can say whatever you want, but Jesus is our savior, and I am standing on ground with that. How often do I go live? I go live, last week I went live a lot, and as much as I can. If I'm usually on YouTube almost every day, but then there'll be a few days where I'm like off, say like, usually it's like maybe like Sunday, Monday, because Sunday I'm at church all day, and then Monday is like my rest day. I don't do anything Mondays. I just sleep. And then sometimes Tuesday I'm like a little, foggy still. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are typically like my other days. But besides that, I'm on YouTube pretty much every day. I like to go live in the morning, usually around like 11-ish until it dies out, and then or until I have to go somewhere. And then I did a live at 5 last week that I just thought it was a cute name, and like 5 p.m. works for me, but I want to see if that's a good time for other people, because I know like 5 for me here is like 2 p.m. for other people, and I don't really know where everyone's coming from. So, I just want to like be able to connect with people who are on here like when it's convenient for you guys. So maybe I'll go 5. I don't know. Anyway, it's funny you say you think I have a sun allergy. I was wondering something, like I'm definitely sensitive to the sun. Oh, listen to this. Back last, like June, like a year ago in June, I was a wedding coordinator, and I remember standing outside for their ceremony, which was only 5 minutes. Like I was only in the sunlight for 5 minutes with black pants on, black long sleeve shirt, no skin exposed. I got sunburn. let me also tell you, I went to the beach 2 weeks ago, and I didn't put sunscreen on because I never really wear sunscreen. I know my skin and my body, and I'm really sensitive, but I also went to Aruba and didn't get sunburned, and I used to go on tanning beds and didn't get sunburned, so I honestly thought I was fine, because I went outside in the sun for maybe 3 hours and didn't even feel my skin getting burnt. I could not put pressure on my legs for like a week. It was second degree burns. No, it was so bad. I could not walk. Like when I was putting pressure on stuff, like I could not put weight on my feet. It felt like my ankles were gonna snap. They were so inflamed. I had cankles. It was so bad. I'd never gotten like that before. Never. It- Ever since I almost wonder if it was like, because it felt like sun poisoning. Um, it was my whole legs were all, oh my gosh, yeah, yep. It was so, but mostly my shins. It wasn't even like my scalp. Like my scalp didn't really even get burnt, which is so weird. I don't know. I might have a sun allergy. Wait, Peyton, those are cool little guys at the bottom there. Okay, Stitch, I see what you're doing now. Stitch wants to be in timeout. It's okay. When I was younger, my parents used to make me face the corner when I was in timeout, and or they told me to go to my room if I was in timeout, and I would, fine. I wanted to go anyway. So if you're ranking on me and you're joking, just let me know. Just let me know. This goes to everyone. You can bully me, but as a joke. We're all jokes here. Nah, for real, this channel is all love. Like, I am not gonna let anyone get bullied on this channel unless everyone's okay with it. All right? Alex, yeah, I kind of want to get a lawyer. I've had a lot of medical. I had HIPAA broke on me. I had a misdiagnosis when I was younger. Listen to this. I had mouth when I was younger, but my pediatrician had diagnosed me with something else before test results even came back, and she prescribed me a medication that is still on my records that I just recently told the hospital. I said, no, that medication should have never been prescribed to me. I had never received a whatever of this, like a diagnosis of this. I said, and also this is what actually had happened and what I believe it's related to, and I had written that out in my account. But that was so traumatizing, and then I went to a different doctor who, then when the testing came back, because my pediatrician had told me what she thought it was. Results came back saying it was not what she thought it was, and it was just hand, foot, and mouth. And she had said some very fucked up things to me, and I was a child. And a lot of this stuff is coming back up and like starting to rejolt my memory, and like I'm having physical reactions to different things. So I've really been thinking about getting a lawyer because, guys, people should not be messing with you in the medical world. Like, I have had a lot of doctors mess with me and do things that I just like, yeah, and it taught me to advocate for myself. I used to always trust doctors, but after I had HIPAA broke on me, I actually forewarned doctors about it beforehand. I was like, you won't believe what this place did, because you have to. I learned that you have to, like, you kind of have to be a bitch to get. And maybe I'm wrong, but at least in my experience, the more kind of like I was with the doctors and not like, oh, da, 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 or the nurses, the more care I was given. Let's just say it like that. I had times in the ER where I was like, no worries, take your time, and I waited. And then I had times in the ER where I was like, no, 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 and they listened. So, anyway, what's up, homie? What is the elephant in the room? Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm reading these. It's not worth it. Moving forward, what's not worth it? Guys, what are your names? Moving forward is not worth it. Elephant in the room. You want to hear about my first date? Oh my God. Can I tell you guys about my first date? Actually, let me think about this. I always say my first. Like every boy I've dated is my first. I don't even remember my first date because it was probably something, I don't know. But I will tell you about this one date. When I first going into college, I met this guy and we started dating, and he was from Rhode Island, I was from Connecticut, so we would meet in the middle. Yeah, I'm just playing with a napkin. We would meet in the middle and just like drive or hang out or go get food or whatever. And I was like, if we see a golden retriever, we have to stop and pet it. Like I just had this urge to say, if we see a golden retriever, we have to stop and pet it. And he's laughing like, okay, like, yeah, sure. If we see a golden retriever, we'll stop and pet it, right? Literally, I kid you not, so soon after that, a golden retriever is loose on the road running around. He literally ran out of the freaking woods and is just lost. And I look at this man like, we have to go pet it. So we get out and we pet it. We I think the dog gets in the car. I don't remember how we got the dog home or if there's an owner. I don't remember that. I just remember the dog running at us and the dog being in the car. But like the fact that I was like, if we see a golden retriever, and then we did, is crazy. Yeah, E, thanks for your advice here. Other first dates. God, okay, so me and that same guy were out at dinner, and okay, this is not even a funny story. We were out at dinner, and like, so I've also struggled with an eating disorder, which is literally just, for me, a form of control. It's nothing has to do with my body. It's literally just, I think it's just anxiety and control, and I think the idea of eating every single day is so frustrating, and as soon as I put food in my mouth, like I push it back out, whatever. So I have a hard relationship with it, and I remember going out to eat with him, and this was when I was like, before I was like, I don't like going out to restaurants, let me tell you. I get so uncomfortable watching people watch me eat food. You could tell I'm like, oh, as I'm talking about it. And when I start eating, he said something, he was like, I'm not gonna, he was like, why are you eating like that? Like, I'm not gonna take your food away from you. And that's when it kind of sparked in my head. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I do something odd. I was like, I didn't realize that my anxiety was that obvious. Again, I don't know how I was eating. Maybe it was just like little baby bites, but I know that when I do eat, I get kind of like scrunched in. So again, something I'm working on. Maybe now I'll come eat dinner in front of you guys. You guys can watch me eat, and I'll get over my fear of people watching me eat. Maybe I'll just eat in silence and you guys can watch that. Why am I allowed on here? Why am I allowed on here? All right. Guys, you guys are so nice. Thank you. Amen, Stitch. Jesus is our Savior. He died for us. We should all love him like Stitch does and Classicourtney does. Yeah, okay. Question for you guys. My name is Courtney. You guys can call me Courtney. You guys can call me Court. You guys can call me, my students used to call me Miss Purplehead. Why? I don't know. It's just something I made up. Or you guys can call me Classicourtney. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious about this because I had guys watch him and I freaking love him. You guys ever watch Lazy? I love Lazy. Layze. He is so funny. When I can't fall asleep at night, I put on his videos and it literally is just like relaxing. Like I think he's so funny. And when I look at his account, I'm like, oh, Lazy. But then I was like, is that his name? Is his name really Lazy? And I was like, I think it's just a thing. Like, because my name is at Classic Court, which is, oh, yay! Someone just texted me about baptisms. My name is at Classic Court, and that's the username I've used for like different things, like at Seamen. And I also had like C4-Angers, like when I was on a cheerleading team called C4, and people would call me C4-Angers. And now I wonder, long-winded, in your heads, do you guys call me like Courtney, or do you call me like Classic Court, or do you guys not call me anything because I'm new? I totally understand, but I'm just curious because you guys can really call me, not whatever, like do not call me a bitch, but you can call me Courtney, Classic Court, Seaman, C Diddy. I get that. Well, maybe we shouldn't do C Diddy anymore. Actually, I think that one should be revoked. I used to be C. Diddy. Yeah, before the whole Diddy stuff came out. I actually didn't know who Diddy was until the Diddy stuff. What did Diddy do? Diddy did a lot of stuff. All right, I'm gonna finish this. Man, guys, I have to go. I gotta go to the hospital in an hour. Is Amy still on? Amy, you here? Yeah, moving forward. I'm suing. I'm getting my money's worth. I actually am dealing with some legal stuff right now, though different from the medical stuff. So you guys don't even know how much I want to say just business related, legal related matters. My entire life right now is consumed with legal and business related matters. It is, and I don't have a lawyer, mostly because like I wanted to go to law school. Like I kind of just, it makes sense to me. So unless I need like an advocate or I'm bringing someone to court, like I haven't even gotten to that step yet. But I'm so curious, like if anyone else has worked with a lawyer before, do you just reach out to them and just like say like, hey, I got these problems? Or like, do you, like, how does that work? Do you have to, is it already have to be like, I don't know. Because I have a lawyer in mind that I want to reach out to, but I just get scared, So if anyone's done that before, let me know how it works. Is this lagging? Or do you say laggy like lazy? Yeah, not C. Diddy. We're not C. Diddy here. Yes, Stitch. Jesus is king. Oh, it's been lagging. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have bad service, guys. I have bad Wi-Fi. My stomach hurts. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. That's why I'm taking a pause. I just chugged that matcha. Oh my gosh. All right, let's open it up to truth or dare. Do you guys want to do it, or here? I'll give you guys one. You guys can answer truth or dare. Or you guys can give me one. But I'm gonna give you guys. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick for you. You have to do a truth. Because how are we gonna do a dare in here? No, we're gonna do a dare. I'm gonna dare you. I'm gonna dare you to comment. I want to make it something fun. Comment your biggest fear. What are you terrified of? Like, what petrifies you? Like, I'm terrified of the dark. I'm not even kidding, guys. I cannot sleep in the dark. I leave a hallway light on. I have a night light on in my room. Petrified. I'm also petrified. Well, yeah. Hell is definitely a scary place. But with Jesus, we don't got to worry about that one. Yeah, death is definitely, because it's so uncertainty. And I wonder because growing up, I was always scared of death too until I met Jesus. And honestly, until I had my near-death experience, because when it happened, so I broke my neck, I lost all my senses, and except for my consciousness. Everything was black, except I could think. Like, I could hear my thoughts, like my monologue, and I lost my sight, hearing everything, whatever. I'm sitting down, right? Like, I can't feel. Like, I feel like I'm in outer space. And I said, Lord, Lord, am I dead? And, oh, that's so sad, true, Chelsea. I said, Lord, Lord, am I dead? And he replied in my right ear 3 times. His voice is like literally like a roar of a trumpet. Like, it is, once you hear his voice, it is, I will never be the same. And he said, you could hear, you're alive. You can hear, you're alive. You can hear, you're alive. And then I got my senses back and I came back to life, essentially. And ever since then, I haven't been so scared of death because I know who holds the power, and who holds those keys. But before that, I definitely was, because it's like, it's so out of my control. And I had such a hard time accepting the fact that not everything is in my control. Like, I am not in control. And I had such a hard time with that, because you want to be in control because it makes you feel safe instead of just working with stuff. But that's just not life. And it's so I wonder, are people scared of death because you're scared of leaving this world? Are you scared of death because you feel like you haven't been fulfilled? Are you scared of death because you don't know where you're going? Like, what is it that you guys are scared of death about? Because I totally, that's such a real feeling. And you don't have to reply, or you can, and we could talk about it. Yeah, Dark Shogun, I'm learning that. I learned that some people don't have like an inner monologue, or they don't have like inner thoughts. And to me, that's so crazy, because I hear the voices. No, I do though. Like, I feel like I'm having so many conversations in my brain, and they tell me that's ADHD. But yeah. Yeah, imagine getting abducted by an alien or a spaceship and like being consciously aware of it. What else we got? 3 times, huh? Absolutely. What's going on here? Nate, no one has any idea what's going on here. Let me tell you that. If you do, though, let me know. I will do a cartwheel. I'm doing it on my deck here. My dog's balls over here.